The second part of this is quite tricky. We've got our diamond shape here in plan and elevation. In the 3D view, I've just done a little rough sketch out of it. There's two problems with this. First problem is that the diamond doesn't touch the picture plane anywhere. And then the second problem is that I can't use the normal vanishing points. This edge and this edge are parallel, but they're not parallel to this vanishing point or this vanishing point, so I can't use either of them. Likewise, these two edges are parallel, but again, they're not parallel to this vanishing point or this vanishing point. So what I have to do here is I'll have to do extending heights. What that means, I'm going to have to find this corner by extending heights. I'll find these two corners by extending heights, and I'll find this corner by extending heights. So I have to extend three separate set of heights. I'm going to highlight them in colour, so I'll make one blue, maybe one red, and one yellow or green. I've highlighted each of the lines. So I've got the far corner on the diamond, I've it in red, it's 1, 1. It's a line 1, 1. The green is number 2, and in elevation it's the line 2, 2. The yellow is the middle one, and in elevation it's line 3, 3. I have to do all of these separately. So what I'm going to have to do is extend the line to find the height, and I can do it 3 separate times, but it's the exact same process every single time. I'll start off with number 1. I extend it out parallel to my edge, and that's going to be important. So I'm extending it parallel to this edge. So it extends out here. And I'm going to bring that down onto the horizon. I've labelled the 4 lines of the diamond, so the 4 vertical lines. Number 1 is 1, 1 in elevation, a vertical line. Number 2 here in plan is 2, 2 in elevation, the green line. Number 3 is 3, 3 in elevation, the yellow line. So I'm going to have to extend the heights of these lines out all separately, but they're all the exact same thing. I'm going to extend parallel to this edge. The reason I'm going to extend parallel to this edge is that later I'll be able to use this vanishing point 1. So we'll start with number 1 and we'll go through the method. I take parallel to my edge that I already have, and I extend out 1. And I've highlighted and broken lines there. I'm going to bring that down to the ground line. And I can measure that now. Because I've extended the height out to the picture plane, I can measure the height at the picture plane, and then I can come down and measure off the ground. So my height of the lower point is here. I can measure that. Height of the upper point off the ground always is there, which is my XY line, and I can measure the upper point. So what I've done is now I've drawn the perspective view of line 1, 1, which is out here. That's no good to me because that's not the point I'm looking for. What I've done is I've drawn this point in the perspective view. I need to vanish back. As I said, I originally took it from this edge. I'm vanishing to vanishing point 1. So when I come down to my perspective, I do the same. Vanishing to vanishing point 1. Vanish the line. Vanish the line. I've got a big long horizontal line that's going to pass through point 1. So to find where I need point 1 to be, I've got my long line on top and long line on the bottom. I take my point 1 as I normally would. Back to the spectator and down into plan. and that gives me the top of the line and the bottom of the line. So at the back of the object, that is 1, 1. We need to do the same for 3 and the same for 2. So if I extend out number 2, parallel to that edge that I already have, it comes out, and I bring it down. It just happens to hit on the CVL line. That doesn't make any difference. I'm measuring off the ground. Heights are the same. Height for 3, the bottom edge of it. Height for the top edge. And again, I've got my 2 points, same as over here. I've got 2 points again. Vanish those to vanishing point 1. So vanishing point 1. Same thing, I want number 2. And we vanish back to the spectator and we bring it down. And again, it's the top point and the bottom point. So that is the green line done. So I have corner 1 and corner 2 done. I'll find corner 3 next. Corner 3 kind of works out handy because it's taken in 2 points. So the back and the front point. Extend out to hit the picture plane, bring it down to the ground. And I'm measuring off the ground as always. The ground in elevation is the XY line. Height of 3. And the top 3. Same again, because I took my line parallel to vanishing point 1, I vanish to vanishing point 1. Same thing, here's point 3 in the front. Bring it to the picture plane and down. And again, that gives me my line. And I'll draw that in dark to show you the shape of the diamond. So that's the front edge of the diamond. So in other words, here's line 2, 2 is here, 3 is there. Going to the red line, number 1 is back here. Because this edge 3 and the one at the back line up, it's all on the same vanishing line. So in other words, here was my vanishing line going back. I can use that to find the back point. I'll darken that in slightly so you can see it. So it's around here. My back point and I bring it down. Here it is. Now that might be quite confusing because of the shape of this diamond, but you've done the same thing 5 times. To begin with the base, you extended the edge out and you extended our edge here. Here was our edge and we found this inside it. So we extend an edge out, we find the corner inside it. With number 1, we extended an edge out and we found a corner inside it. So here was the line we extended out and we found the back corner inside. Number 3 was the same thing. We extended an edge out. Here is the edge we extended out. We found this corner inside it. And number 2, same thing. Here's the edge we extend it out for number 2. We found the corner inside it.